You are watching a master at work.
What up? What up? Welcome to the world class. I am Noble Miguel Mario Tunica Bay, Moorish American Muslim consecrated and appointed missionary in Moorish Science Temple of America. Today I'm just chilling, man. I'm just checking in. I've been grinding, bro. I've been busy, having fun, enjoying life at the other side. On the other side of, I don't even know what to call it at this point. I've just been working on other crafts. I haven't even really made videos and shit. I got 2 lives coming this weekend that I'm gonna put together over the next couple days. On brand, again on mindset that I think people need to know about. I've been chilling, man. I know I ain't been posting and shit. I literally just been busy, having a ball. This thing I discovered, developing it, kind of been developing it for a little over 2 years, 2.5 years. You know what I'm saying? Oh, brother, we got Reckless Ray in the building. What's up, bro?
What's going on, man? I figured I'd tap in with you on the commute home.
I definitely appreciate you. What's up with you?
Man,
How you two
surviving.
treating?
Dude, I'm not fun to not like. So good. Because I don't know, dude. Like, people take this shit way too serious. It's like, if you're not gonna fly to Kansas City and whip my ass, I don't give a fuck. And if you come here, you're not leaving.
Amen.
So, it's not that deep. It's like, I understand everybody got the opinion. I'm officially an old nigga, though. I got old nigga this week, so
Shout
I
out to
got
the
that
old
going
nigga.
for me. Hell yeah.
Shout out to the old
So,
nigga.
and then you get to see these kids just flame out and not learn anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, okay. Have you been? So I randomly found this show. Are you familiar with Dee Dee's show?
No.
Oh, you should. Don't go over there. It's a terrible rabbit hole to go down. The synopsis, though, is it's just pearly things, but it's a mixed chick, and she's actually cute, but she's married. And then a bunch of niggas go over there and cry about women. It's actually entertaining if on a very surface level, but if you get down to the nit grit of it, it's super sad because they'll have people come over there that are men that are like, hey, let me offer you some positivity or some solutions, and they don't want it.
How you end up over there?
One of the guys who is a regular on one of my shows went over there because he was like, oh, they're talking about relationships, and he's been successfully married for 20 years, and
okay.
kind of putting game on him, he's got adult age men that are his kids that he's been pouring into, and he's trying to put these kids on game, and they're just arguing with them, and then the conversation always devolves into, well, I make money and I can't get women to treat me right or blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you don't make money, though. Your conversation's about money. You're talking about a paycheck, bro. I'm like, you're not rich. I know you are not rich now.
Shit. It's been a minute. We gotta think for that.
Bang, 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 bang,
Hey,
bang.
it's the truth. These cats out here and they're talking about a paycheck, and I'm like,
Peace to Quantum. Peace to Moving Without Motions. My little sister, little big sister. Kay, what's up with you? Yeah. So that part, I'm with you with that.
yeah, and I'm like, and I understand that not everybody's lifestyle is what people should be creating a lifestyle that they want, because me and you don't necessarily agree on that, and I can respect your opinion because you're like, this is how I want to rock and I'm happy, and I don't see you complaining about people that have relationships. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Exactly.
So, but these dudes are are on there, and they're I watched it for a week. These dudes are on there every day, talking about they make 6 figures. One of the dudes is on there every day talking about he makes 200K a year. I'm like, that's, so 6 figures alone is 18% of the U.S. population. So y'all are all happen to be on the same panel. I'm like, statistically speaking, one of you,
right.
Most of y'all are a liar.
The odds of all that happening is crazy. But if that's the case, if I make 50,000, I make 200,000, give me pussy. If that's the case, all the bankers will have all the pussy. So it's just the mindset is just, I don't know what to tell these niggas, bro. Shout out to Shumaria, hashtag Team Shushu. What's going on, beautiful? Appreciate you stopping through. I don't know. I mean, it's no way to help them. I'm definitely not going to go over there. I've been in this space for entirely too long. I'll just say that. And I realized very thoroughly and very quickly that I don't belong over here because these niggas is gay. And I don't have no other way to explain it. That these niggas is really gay in this space. Manosphere, MGTOW, Red Pill is gay. That's what I know them to be being in this space. There's no other way for me to explain it because I really don't have the patience to actually go through it. And I know it's a lot of well-meaning brothers in here that mean well,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's overran by a lot of gay. And these guys want to keep the men to themselves. It's too much men similar to other men for me. That's what's going on. I'm tired of it. And when
Oh my god.
if you have it, if you if you have a clue on how to talk to women, now that's called simping. So I'm good. I'm set on this. I ain't got to fuck with it no more. I don't know what else to say to them. I quit. Like my sister
can't.
Kay that just came up here, I'm hanging up. Just hang up. That's what she say. Just hang up. I'm hanging up. I ain't got nothing else. I don't know what to tell them. Like I can't. The guys that can really teach you how to get women, most of us are not going to teach you anyway. And then when we try to give you hints, y'all don't listen nowhere. Now we old niggas. Okay.
Facts.
All right.
About anything. About anything. They don't want to hear about women. They don't want to hear about money. Like they don't want to do nothing. And apparently they're doing everything right, but they're online all the time.
They just want to be gay, fat, broke, and together. That's what they want. And I don't.
Oh my goodness.
It's that part for me. What's going on, sis? What's up with you?
Peace, peace, peace. My husband had just asked about you early this morning. He was like, "You heard from Miguel?" And I was like, "No, you know what? I haven't seen him. Like, I haven't seen a notification for a show come up in a minute." And I was like, I hadn't talked to him either on the phone. But yeah, when I seen you going live, I was like, let me jump on real quick to see what's going on with you. But like you were saying about these men that's, that, yeah, I feel like the internet has made men even more cattier and more chatty patties than women ever in history. In the history of men and women, I've never seen men more chattier and cattier with this whole internet thing. It's crazy. It is. It's absolutely. I don't understand it at all.
I don't have no more explanation. I'm in the echo. I think it's you. It's gay, and I think that it's going to continue to be gay. And I don't really have the energy to hear it out no more. I mean, if they want to come up and debate, I wouldn't do that. Not with me, I wouldn't. But I'm going to fucking do the best I can to destroy you. But it's gay. It's gay. It's been gay for a long time. It's weird. They don't want to learn nothing. That's why I made the video, the end of COVID bonding. A lot of the bonding that we did in coming together started with COVID, and a lot of us have linked with people that we would have never talked to ever in life and been on channels and shit that we'd have never knew existed. And it's over now. I'm done. I can't deal with it no more. I thought the goal was to have these conversations so these females can see how stupid they are when they're talking about certain things and then correct themselves, and then we work with them and move forward. But no, like you just said, sis, they catty. They want to tick for tat with the chicks and make the chicks. They really care more about these girls' feelings than they do. So they want to hurt the girls' feelings, and they want to perpetually hurt the girls' feelings. When I don't know what to do, because I've never given a fuck about their feelings, and I've never in my life seen so many fake niggas act like they pimps and gangsters and be worried about what hoes do. I am from the hood in real life. I am honest about the fact that I am a hood nigga. I'm not a street nigga. I'm not a nigga in the hood. I'm a hood nigga. I understand the ins and outs. I know how to stay out of trouble. I know who's doing what. And 0% of the time have I ever heard any real nigga, any hood nigga say we give a fuck about what hoes do. There's no mystery about what hoes do. Hoes, hoe. What the fuck is the mystery? It's not that hard. We don't give a fuck what they do. I don't care. Nigga said that the 304s is messing up the community. No, the fuck they're not. Nigga, they keeping marriages together. Who the fuck are you talking to? Like, you've never seen a real hoe before? And then I found out.
Yo, I just found out what a 304 was like 2 weeks ago. No cap. I was like, what?
Oh
What
wow.
is?
It's rocket science.
Yeah.
I think you might got me another browser open.
What about now?
Let me see.
That's
Yes. Yeah. It's still echoing. And here's the thing. We don't give a fuck what I'm gonna mute you real quick until we figure out what's going on. We don't give a half a shit what hoes do. I don't understand why y'all think the hoes is the problem. The hoes is not the problem. The problem is, go ahead.
I was about to say it has nothing. That's the issue. Is it's a bunch of dudes that can't get the hose that want the hose to change into something other than what they are. That's the problem. The only reason you speaking on this, only reason these dudes are speaking on this incessantly at all times of all days, is because they want those chicks to be like a wife, and I'm like, that's not a wife, bro. And it's just like you remember the episode, the Pimp Named Slipback episode from Boondocks. That is not a woman. That right there is a hoe.
Precisely. I do the best I can to be very specific and to be very clear that I talk about females. I don't talk about women. I don't have problems with women. I have problems with females. Them little raggedy chicks with vaginas that pretend to be women and making real women look bad. I have a problem with females. Same thing with males. I have a problem with y'all because y'all just here. That's it. That's your qualifications. Y'all exist for some reason, unfortunately. And I don't like that. I want that part to stop. But I'm not in charge, so I can't do nothing about that. The second I get y'all niggas out of here. So it was never the hoes that was the problem, or the 304s or the prostitutes. It was never them. It's the fake motherfuckers pretending to be men and women that are the problem. It's the people that don't want to get educated. It's the people that want quick fix, instant gratification, something for nothing guarantees. It's the people that don't want to study, don't want to get up early, don't want to stay up late, and want to be liars and want to get attention when you don't deserve it and want other people's attention. It's y'all. And that's a very broad thing. I said a lot. It is very broad.
Mm-hmm.
You guys want quick fix, instant gratification, something for nothing. You want stuff that's in direct opposition to your existence. You inhale, you exhale. This world doesn't do something for nothing. I make 200,000. So you went to a fucking job, you dickwad, and they're paying you consistent with that value, and you think you can just fucking walk somewhere else and then you just get shit? I did all this work in this building. I'm going to another building. Let me get this shit for free. Who the fuck are you? Are you are you an idiot? What the fuck do you do? You go into, let's just say it's two stores. You go into Walmart, Target, and Walmart next to each other. You go into Walmart, you put the shit in the cart, and you pay for the Walmart shit. Just because you pay for the shit in the Walmart, don't mean you can go in fucking Target and get shit for free. So how the fuck do you think you make 200,000 on a job? Do you find a chick in the gas station and she's supposed to fuck you and fucking submit? What the fuck is that? I hate these niggas.
I mean,
I hate these niggas. I want y'all to die.
Can I say that? You can. If the issue is this, if you making 200,000, why are you going to the place that you was trying to pick chicks up when you was making 30,000? That's my question. I'm like, there's a place where you can go get the women you want, where other people who have $200,000
bang, 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 bang.
And the chicks who are looking for the dudes that make 200,000 also go there. And that's what I'm saying. That's the reason, like,
bang,
I took in, I like a lot of the, like, I'll be honest, like, I float around the manosphere. Like, I'm a product of the manosphere, but I'm a product of the manosphere if you actually do the work. And I'm like, you just got to go to different places. You got to go to where you're supposed to be. Like, if you make 200K and you don't have game to be in the club, that's not where you need to be meeting chicks. Also, if you're trying to find a wife, the club ain't it. Period. Like, you go find a problem. Like, that's what you go find there if you try to keep any of that shit.
You find a wife. This is what the wives are. They're at work.
Yep.
They're at work. Yep. You meet the chicks while they're at work, minding their business, so she can see how you are in a professional setting. You meet them at work while they're at work and you're out in free time, or you meet them at the some birthday party for some little girl or some little boy. That's where you meet the wives at.
Yep.
You don't meet your wife pulling over, talking to the girl. You know how many times I'm driving and I'm seeing a girl with the fattest ass I've ever seen in my life. It happens almost every day. On the side of the road with a baby carriage, walking. Like, you don't find a wife right there. Like, don't go for that. That's not gonna work for you. It's not gonna work in your favor. You gotta get out and be Superman because you're the eighth nigga today to pull over. So that's not gonna work for you. But you know, this is stuff that what I'm saying is like solutions. Okay,
Yeah.
they don't do that over here. They just do they do dirt. They don't want no solvent, anything. That's not what they do over here. So over there, that's not over here. Even the ghettos, I shut the ghetto sphere down because I don't want them to be. I don't want them to be over here at all. It's just this is not a place for them. Because fuck them. When I tell you fuck them niggas, fuck them niggas. Like, I really don't. I mean them niggas no good for life. I can't stand them.
No good.
I really do. I really hope every day you wake up you got a car problem or a heart problem. I really hate them niggas. Like, they exist for no reason. And that's just that, man. It's weird. I don't know how hard it is. I mean, I literally put on a clinic on how to talk to women on these panels. I really have in real life.
Yeah.
Now, those channels, because Brittany B and Jay Ali's channels, those channels not really got their content up. But I've done it. Them niggas got to see it. And it's like, how do you still walk away, like, not knowing how to talk to women? Like, that's all I got. I got to see my cousin and a couple dope boys and a DJ talk to women. And I've seen that about 2-3 times a piece. And that was it. That's what I learned. And then it's everything. Everything is just trial and error. You got to get your look. But that's what the problem is. Really, what I call this space is a coward culture. They push being a coward. They push being scared, doing everything safe, and listening to the younger dudes, like guys Cheeky's age and under. Like, everything is to be safe, to avoid everything at all costs. And I'm like, bro, the all costs is your dreams. But they don't think that, because all I got to do is just stay safe. And I'm not throwing Cheeky on the bus. I'm just saying his age range. I think he's like 26 and under.
Yeah.
Everything is just to avoid everything. But bro, you're gonna avoid your whole life doing that. Y'all gotta take risks. Like, I had a chick up here rocking with me. She betrayed, right? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Move on. I'm good. It happens. I ain't too good at it. Don't happen. Fucking kings and emperors and conquerors had people betray them. I'm just a nigga from Baltimore. Somebody can betray me. I just, if it's the circumstances is right, I'd shoot you in your face. That's all. You a chick? If you a chick, if you a chick and you betray me, if you're my cities, I know somebody that will stomp the fuck out of you. That's all. It happens. Yeah, look, you marry her. Liberty Heights and Gwinnett. That shit is. If we ever beef, not me and you, but if I ever beef with anybody,
Meet me Mount Dawman.
That's a fact. Meet me at Murder Mall. It's for life, and your other lives that you gonna have. Like, if you a fucking you in the Hinduism or whatever, you got another life. We beefing for them. That all them lives too. Cause fuck you. That's what I'm at. Yes, I am. When you get on my bad side, I'm happy. That's a fact. You still got an echo.
I still got, and I went out and came back in. All right, I'm gonna just get off, but I'm listening.
Hold up a second. Did you close your YouTube when you came in here?
Let me try that. How is it now?
Say something.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know.
Close it. Oh, go to settings, and then go to audio, and then click echo cancellation. Yeah. Gucci. Got it now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, she got it.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, but I gotta kind of I gotta blame the parents. You know, like, when you talking about the younger generation, I gotta blame the parents. One, I really gotta put a lot of the blame on the women, because I mean, like, I look at my nieces and my nephews, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at my sisters and my brothers, and even like my in-laws, and I'm just like, man, these kids ain't no good for nobody. The girls and the boys. It's like they're so catered. They don't know how to live life. Like they don't know how to live like they don't know how to fill out applications. Like I got grown nephews in their 30s now, calling their mother and their sisters and calling me like, Auntie, can you fill out this app? What? Fill out an
Huh?
application for you?
What's
You
what are
you
you
tell
doing
them
at
they can't
this age?
follow
oh
instructions?
They cannot.
what
Like the mothers.
what?
Calling
What's
me.
going on?
Get him
I heard
off
what
the
you said.
line.
I'm
I didn't
asking
know if you
what's
knew
going.
this.
No, I'm just asking you what's going on.
Didn't
I
even
get that.
get
I
there.
don't know why you're not listening to me.
No hair.
Back up for a second. I just want to get clarity.
Mhm.
You hear what you're saying out loud, brother?
What's going on?
They don't know how to cook. They don't know how to clean. Like, their mothers is going over to like they have homes. Their mothers go over to their homes to like cook and clean for them.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, and I don't want you to keep going. No, God, please, no.
What's
It's bad.
what's happening?
It's bad. I don't know. Like it's a complete like a disconnect from like our generation to like the generations after us. It's a wrap. They don't even know how to start a fire. Like I mean, look at them. They barely even know how to shoot a gun right. Right? Just think about it.
They definitely don't know how to do that. They don't
Yeah,
they shoot
it's
that
the
shadow before they hit that target.
man. It's the product of I'm never gonna make my kid go through what I went through. That's
Man,
what
it's
happened when
crazy.
you
It's
didn't do
ridiculous.
anything that your parents did. Everything that your parents did is what got you to where you at.
Yeah, like take baths. So they don't.
Right?
We we it was a lot of baths when I was young, and then since I've been getting older the last 20 years, like the funk of like the body odor has been ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous, and it's weird because I've done the exact opposite. I've been vegan since the summer of 2012, and I literally don't be having body odor. Like I wouldn't know what if I could get body odor because I'm not about to go 2-3 days and find out. I quit. Y'all win that one. You can have it, but I don't even have it. I don't even need none of those things no more because I don't eat stuff to give me toxins. Meanwhile, it's
You don't
bad,
do baths anymore? I'm sick. What?
huh?
Mm?
No, I don't need. Deodorant and all these fragrances and
Oh,
shit. I
okay.
just use the
Yeah,
soap.
yeah,
And,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. So I even take the shea butter hookup with the avocado oil, with the olive oil and all that under the arms, all the whole body hair and all that. We lit. You see the skin? It's it's immaculate. That's by shea butter and jeans. It's at the same time, people body odor be crazy. Like they don't bathe. They don't know how to clean themselves. They don't know how to clean their nails. I think the worst thing I've ever done was like it's like my dental. I was like the worst habits I had in my life. But my teeth not about to fall out my mouth at 30 something years old. It's like you said, they don't know how to live. They don't know how to be human. That's why I bring up my word humanality. They don't. There's no humanality in anything. It's just everything is a heist. Everything is what can I get away with on some dope fiend shit. And I'm done.
I agree with that. Like they know how to do the internet. All the internet stuff, they know how to do that with like immaculately. It's just all day, nonstop. But like real life, living, they don't know how to do that. It's crazy.
We definitely need to see. Well, you're right. We definitely need to start a dip your ass in the tub for a little bit movement. That whole thing need to be sit your ass in the tub about a good 15-30 minutes. Just let it soak and get the dirt out your body. That's why you're acting stupid. You need to get all them toxins out of your little body. And then y'all walking around eating pork with worms and shit in your body. I need to detox. You need to take a bath, a long one, and shit. Like health need to be the thing because niggas
Yeah,
is
some
crazy.
heavy metal cleanses that'll help with a lot of the
Yes, candida, that aluminum, getting that aluminum about your shit.
yeah.
Um, Getting that cold and clean, drinking fucking water, two or 3 gallons a day,
Hmm.
fasting for about
Getting
a
rid
good
of the
15 days.
fluoride toothpaste. Yeah.
Absolutely. I don't think that was one of the first things before I was even vegan. I was doing it. I was using activated charcoal way longer than I've been vegan. I use a tea tree based toothpaste now.
Who's
And tea tree.
who's the Will? That's your barber?
That's not Will. That's not Will.
Oh,
No.
okay. All right. I was gonna say shout out to Will.
Quantum says diet is a major issue when it comes to body odor. Yeah, it is. You don't think so until you change your diet. Like I had like those boils you get under your arms. When I stopped using that, and I found out that like some of those deodorants
No,
have
that
aluminum in
is
it.
from you gonna get that just from Baltimore air. No
That's
cap.
a fact.
Because when
That's a
I
fact.
moved to Baltimore, that was like the first time I ever got a boil in life. I was like, yo, what is this? You're gonna get you in
Mhm.
Baltimore, you gonna get a boil. It's in the air.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. It's
It's in the
literally
air.
it's literally ghosts and phantom in the air. Like they will corrupt your body and you'll get
I'm promise
rashes
you. Ever
and
since I
hives.
moved to Illinois, I have not had a boil at all.
Yeah.
Yes.
Baltimore. I think Baltimore is a boil. Like I think that's what I think. It's so much evil in there. I went to the last trip I went to North Carolina, and I got out the car to go to the bathroom, and I was like, bro, I don't even want to leave here. I felt like I was home. I had never seen trees that tall in my life. I was like, you know what it is? I don't smell death. It's like the
Mm-hmm.
first time in my life I don't smell death and
Different
despair.
stage. Yep.
It's the oxygen in the air was different. Like I want to go home. I'm home.
Is it for real that bad up there?
No, it's horrible. It's not good.
Oh Jesus!
It's really bad. No, it's really horrible. It's not. I'm not even joking. It's
It
bad.
really is. It
It's
really
horrible.
is. But everybody always like try to compare, like Chicago. People always like, "Oh, Chicago this." I'm like, man, Chicago's like a look. Chicago has like well manicured lawns in the hood, and I'm like, who's mowing the lawns around here? Because where I'm from in the ghetto in real life, there's nothing but garbage. It stinks. The rats are size 20 feet. Like it's it is bad.
Oh
Chicago
no,
is
I can't.
clean. Chicago is clean. Okay, Chicago is not really the hood. Now, the youth problem, it's bad with the youth. But when I'm talking about just the dynamics of the city itself, I could live anywhere in Chicago. I don't care what you're talking about. It's the hood. I could live there any day. Baltimore, that's the hood in real life. It's
Yeah.
so different.
I keep trying to tell these niggas, it's like this is different over here.
And I lived in the Bronx during in the 80s, and when every other three buildings was nothing but bricks on the ground before gentrification. And Baltimore is still hands down got to be the worst city. And I've been to a lot of cities. It's where people talk about like New Orleans. No, Baltimore still.
I'm
Like
trying to tell niggas.
probably the worst thing I ever seen besides Baltimore is maybe like Little Haiti in Miami. Facts.
I was thinking about going to Miami. I think I got a picture. Let me see. I think I actually got a picture of one of them rats.
No, not got a picture of one of the rats. I'll probably have like a heart attack now in Baltimore with these rats. Like, yeah,
I think I got
you know,
one.
you get so used to them.
There you go.
It's
That's the one. That's one. That's one of the ones that they be walking around asking you for money. That's what the rats do. Their tail be caught in the. You get caught in the little door, the little bus door and shit. You know how we do.
yeah, because they slow. They so big. They slow, and then they look at you like you better not.
Right. Now, but see, you know what's crazy? The rats in New York, wow. But the squirrels in the county in Baltimore, wow. Them shit's fat. They take the lid off. They smart. They take the lid off and look at you and dump the shit. And then will dare you like, yo, you not gonna get to me before I hop in this tree. Like, like,
Mm-mm.
like, stop playing, bro. And they gangster. They the most gangster creatures, and the deer out in the county. But it's just weird
Yeah, I
being.
have my front yard and my backyard.
Hey, they gangster. They look at you like, bitch. These fucking geese the other day. This is county life because I I'm used to the city. These geese. I mean, this is out in White Marsh.
Oh yeah, I was about to say you out in the county for real. You talking about geese?
They got it's three adults, 3 or 4 adults, and it's like 7 little baby geese, and they just stop all the traffic. Didn't give a fuck. And the big one is just gonna wait in the middle, like, yeah, like, nigga, fuck, like, you nigga, what y'all gonna do? Run us over? And I was like, yo, what the fuck, y'all niggas is tough out here in the county. Like, niggas ran you over in the street, like over west, niggas ran you over. Like, niggas don't care about no birds around there.
No, not at all. That's why the pigeons be out.
We punch pigeons over west. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know what they do over east, but yeah, I don't know. I've been Ray got me started talking about this damn space or that space, and it's just sad. But I've been excited. I've been happy. Been happy being a dad in these markets. My discovery and price. I'm excited about it, and looking to I don't know if I'm ever going to share with anybody. Other than you and family.
Right.
Be honest with you.
No,
But
they gotta pay for that.
yes, it's nasty. It's pretty sick. I'm a fucking genius. That's all I can tell you. I'm a genius. I just come up with amazing shit, and it's natural. But that's why the haters come, because I'm naturally talented. I get it from my mom, my dad. There's nothing you can do about it. I'm a one offer. It wasn't no more. Can't get another one. And that's y'all problem. It's not my problem. And I talk like this because I spent a lot of time playing team ball, and I still gonna play team ball. But I'm not about apologizing about my talent level, my intelligence level, especially not my skills that I earned. I'm not apologizing for that. I don't suggest nobody do it. Now, you don't
No.
gotta be as arrogant as I am. I'm pretty arrogant, pretty confident, and sometimes conceited. But I'm honest about that, and I'm upfront, and I'm working on it. Some things not as hard as the others, but I
No,
don't, I don't.
I see the growth.
Yeah, because I'd have cussed these niggas out. These niggas don't
Yeah,
understand.
a long time ago. Like, just hang up.
That's what I'm saying. Niggas be talking like I'm regular. I'm not. It's just irregular over here. Okay, completely irregular. And we can, if you want to keep it scholarly, I can do that. But I did the scholarly shit for a long time. Like before I was even like, I was what, from 2000, I think from 2010 to like
Yeah, I mean, even like
2019.
like you were saying, like the manosphere and all these other spheres, they don't. Those aren't scholars.
Fuck
Those
no.
aren't well educated. It's just whatever I feel, whatever I say, whatever cute talking points that I heard on another podcast. I'm gonna bring it up, and I'm going to sound like I'm the smartest one in the room. That's all it is. There's what scholars, what
So these
scholarship.
niggas don't read over here. They see me posting etymology constantly with the website. Nigga, I had the book first.
Right.
I have the book now. I've had the book for fucking a book that I showed. I've had that for 11 years. Literally. I've had it since I think 2012, 2011. Probably 2012. Well, no, 2011. I've had it since 2011. The book, the etymology dictionary that I got. That's where I started from. And then, Etymon online, it used to look different back in the day. Now it look
Way
like it look now. Look
way
way different. So it's not something new, bro. My shit that I talk about is based off research. And the stuff I talk passionately about is based off my habits and behavior. I can pop shit the way I pop shit because I am fucking disciplined. I am extremely disciplined. I didn't get it from no Nation of Islam. I didn't get it from no religious organization. I didn't get it from being in the military. I didn't get it from being in no gang. This is raw, organic, non-GMO discipline.
and you not
Self-respect.
on you. It's a difference.
Say it again.
And you not on you. It's a difference.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I agree. Yeah, make them pay for that. Don't.
Oh yeah, no. This shit nasty. It's
Yeah,
nasty.
I told somebody this the other day. Like they wanted me to do some some paralegal work for them. And I was like, yesterday's price is not today's price.
Amen.
I had a client last week who went to court for marijuana possession charge in Tennessee. and he went to court. He gave him all the documents that I gave him. He gave it to the clerk, and she asked him, "Are you an attorney?" He said, "No, I'm the trustee for the trust." She said, "Well, I'm going to hand deliver this to the judge." And as soon as courtroom had opened up for the morning, he was about to step into the courtroom. He said, they stopped him and said, "No, your case is dismissed." So yeah, it's a science. When you get it down to a science,
Mm-hmm.
and you you're dismissing cases, and you never have to say anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a whole nother level now.
Well, they don't know nothing about.
Yeah,
You know, he
yesterday's
talking.
price is definitely not today's price. It's different. Like you've mastered a skill.
Yeah, yeah. And laws on those. And I was telling people before, I'm like, bro, you think you know money? You don't know money till you know law.
Mm.
You don't even understand it because then law take you into history. Then you find the real money.
Mhm. Mhm.
I've been telling. I keep telling them over and over and over again. I probably like good 7, 8 times. If you're looking at $100 bill, it ain't no dollar sign on it. On the front or the back, the old 100, the new 100, the super old 100, it's not money. They don't make those mistakes. This is a world class organization now. This is a Federal Reserve. This is a central bank. You think they don't know what a dollar sign is? You think they don't know to put it on it? It's a big world right in front of your face, right in your hand. You don't even know. And I
Facts.
always stress literacy. You gotta learn how to read. You gotta learn. But when it comes to the social commentary, which is what they do, you gotta learn how to read people. Literacy is everything. Literacy has always been the. Let me see. What words should I use? It's always been. I'll just say the crux of whether civilization survives or fails. And you have to understand that literacy is relative. It's not just I know how to enunciate words.
Yeah, you
You gotta.
definitely pay attention to the details. That's where the bits and the pieces are in the details. You just are so used to just getting by in life and just skimming
Indeed,
through it, then you're gonna miss a whole lot.
indeed, indeed. It's the. I'm a macro thinker. I like thinking big. I like the big things. I'm not big at the micro. But I learned from my mentor got me to focus on the numbers and the little details. And you will miss your entire life not understanding that. Like they're not playing games with you. If I'm just explaining to you that there's no dollar on that $100, that blue face 100, there's no dollar sign on it.
No, that's
That
the
don't
money.
it don't happen by accident. There's little details that they're playing games with you. I'm telling you that the word black mean pale. I'm telling you that the word nice means stupid. Here go the white man book that y'all praise. This is these niggas showing you saying, I don't know how to explain it to you other than the hood way. Or I don't know what to say to y'all now. They're saying fuck you. Y'all so stupid. We can put it out here for free for in the public and you still not gonna get it. That's
Yeah, if
what I'm
you're
doing.
still saying that you black in 2023, then you just end it. Just end
It's a
it
wrap.
because it's just end your life.
Shit.
Yeah,
But it's like if you hear somebody explain it to you and you don't check it, that's nothing I can do for you. Because if you don't want to, if you can't master a 5 letter word,
hmm.
you can't master a 5 letter word. How can you master? How many stages of life do you go through? What, 3, 4? Come on now.
Wow.
Black means pale, bland, Blanchard, Blake. In Spanish, the word for white is blanco. In German, the word for pale is blas. Blass. These white people got this white people, WIGHT, look that word up. They got this shit in front of us. We got full access, and they're saying fuck you. The money, they're saying fuck you. The health shit, they're saying fuck you. All I do is tell you, hey, they saying fuck us. Here go the thing. You think you know everything. Ain't that a bitch?
Now you know how many people talk talk bad to me because I told them not to get that experiment. And they went and got that experiment. Now they all messed up. Now they
Hey,
can't
Yanni.
they can't get the health care benefits that they had once had. Now they realize that hold up. Now everybody is uh, filing lawsuits against these companies. And like, oh yeah, it was you signed up for a free. Hey, just simply Yanni.
I know, Yanni in the building. That's a good day.
I know. Peace. Yeah, it's just yeah. I told a lot of people don't go and get that. And Just went ahead
Fucking,
and got it anyway.
get it with the Dexter's laboratory experiment. Like, niggas
Oh
just
my goodness.
come on now. I don't know, man. Again, that's why I made the channel about a certain type of thing and not make it personal. You know what I'm saying? About me. You know, people do their channels, they got their name and everything. It's just
Mhm.
about a certain standard of getting on a world class level, getting into the conversation, aka what? The affairs of men. You know, I just took it and spun it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Being in the know, being initiated, understanding what's important. So like the next two lives I'm putting together, um, it's gonna be kind of like an initiation into that world where we're gonna start the foundation on health, because I think that's the first place to start. I think that's what really allow me to excel with information is truly understanding how my body works, so I can get a real representation and a real relationship with everything else. Because one of the guys that the men I learned from, European guy named Jim Rome, he said most people don't do well because they don't feel well.
Mhm.
I know I felt completely horrible physically, and once I got my body in check or in control, it made learning not only easy, it made it fun. Like I don't need entertainment because I get so much excitement from learning something new because I know I'm gonna apply it. I'm gonna apply it to the field and get results. And it ain't nothing like pain relief, and ain't nothing like knowing that no matter what I want to do, I know I can learn my way through it no matter what. That's true confidence. I can rely on my skill set and time. And Lord willing, the creek don't rise, as they say. Inshallah, I live long enough to get it done. Um, it's just a matter of when. It's not a matter of if. So when you know your body is going back and support everything that you want to do, man, it's the dopest shit in the world. To have your health under control. It's. I mean, I was what I say 22, 23. I woke up in tears. Like I literally woke up in tears because I was in pain at 22, 23 years old from fucking eating my trying to like seeming like to eat my damn self to death. And I'm like, man, I'm not going out like this. And I just went to work. But man, a lot of it came from playing sports, not resting, not stretching, not taking care of my body. But what I could control is not eating a fifth plate, not eating two large cheese pizzas, not eating two large cheesesteaks,
Chicken boxes.
mayonnaise, lettuce, and ketchup. That's what I was doing. Not putting a retarded amount of butter on the popcorn and a retarded amount of butter on the crab legs and king crab. That's my favorite foods. Not eating the fucking eighth bowl of cereal. Like those are the things I could have controlled. So I had a food addiction and a women addiction. And once I started to get my body together from that, man, it made learning pretty simple. And then it's like, I can't be mad at the white man. That's what's crazy with me, with the conscious community. You so mad with the white man, but you kicking your ass, you putting yourself through oppression with your plate with breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm so mad with him and Jay-Z and him and the Illuminati sacrificing people, but your mama sacrificed your fucking sibling for a state job and you don't bring that shit up. Like we do to ourselves, we do more damage to ourselves than any one of these uh, ruling powers could possibly do. And don't nobody want to bring that up. I ain't it. Sis right here, she'll tell you. I've been on these niggas before y'all ever heard of me. Conscious community, Moorish community, I've been on their neck and on their ass the entire time. Then when y'all niggas call it bullshit or y'all niggas don't call it bullshit out, I will. I don't care who you are. This shit ain't new to me. In the hood, same shit. Like, nah, niggas ain't. I don't want to hear that shit. Y'all niggas run the block. Y'all don't run them police. Fuck is you like? Fuck is you mean, nigga?
And the
So,
white man is like,
oh, hold on. Say it again. My headphones messed up.
I said, the white man is like God. Like you can't do nothing without the white man
Of
intervening.
course.
I'm just like, yo, what? When are you gonna stop with this victim mentality? Like it's like you couldn't live before the white man came. You know,
That's right.
it's like you couldn't do anything. You couldn't. But the mothers and fathers of civilization. They
Mm-hmm.
make it make sense.
Mm-hmm. Kings and queens, but I need them pool stamps. Somebody got to somebody got to say something to me about something at some point. We got to stop it. We got to stop it. I don't know. I've been calling motherfuckers out. I ain't above reproach, but most of the time, I act like the old people. My dirt usually don't come out because I clean that shit up as I do it, and I don't understand. I don't understand in 2023 why all places where you have a male supposedly running a space, conscious community, red pill, why the word discipline isn't the most used word. I just it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand it. I don't understand y'all world. In the affluent community, that word is used the most. Discipline, 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 discipline. I was around my mentor and a guy from South Carolina named Ivan who owned a bank. Me and my homeboy Darius, I was 20, he was 21, going on 22. We got to sit with 7 different millionaires, all brown skinned men, older than us, mostly in their 40s. 80% of the conversation, do you know what they were saying to us? Don't get some chick pregnant. Don't be running around chasing girls. We want to learn how to make money. These niggas was talking to us about controlling our dick and controlling ourselves and being disciplined and staying on task. 80% of it was not running around. And you know what the fuck we did? We did the fucking exact shit that they said not to do. Because we running around here try to get stuff moving, and you meet so many chicks and you get their number, and you like, so, and they be like, "What you really get my number for?" And it's like, but they put us on game, and then yeah, we fucked up, but then it came back to what they said, and we adapted. He married his the lady, the young lady he had his first child with. I think they had another child, and I didn't have a child to 30. That shit worked, and that's all that community talks about is discipline. But other areas, even in the church, these niggas not talking about discipline, and I don't understand. I can't be a part of it. Like I can get it. Like I was around.
So many people attach to their feelings. You know, I feel this way, I feel that way. It's like I can't even understand how men sit up on the internet and cry all day about their feelings. Like I don't know what type of I don't know where that came from and why is that accepted today.
Defeat. There's some aspects that's okay about it because some dudes don't have the skill set to do anything about it. So at least open your mouth. But you quit because you conceding to what this society has got females to do. Your feelings, your feelings, your feelings. You come into a store or some damn program or some government program and whine about your feelings, trade your private information, and they give you something for free and give you something for nothing. But I keep telling dudes and keep trying to tell moms, as males, we can't live that life. We're exempt from that. We don't have, well, we excluded. I'm sorry, not exempt. We excluded from that. We can't live that life what we want. We look like a loser when we complain, especially more than twice. At some point, people are expecting you to get your ass up and make a miracle happen. When you got brown skin, you're in North America and you're a male, people expect miracles from us. So, not to say that the expectation is right, but that expectation carries a burden that, yeah, we're not here to help you. You here to help us. How I take that is, if it's fuck me, bitches, fuck you. Keep your shit a bean. If it's fuck me, it's fuck you. I don't think nothing of it. Whoa, no, it's not really like that. You know, what we saying is this, fuck you. Keep the shit to yourself. I couldn't give a fuck. Keep your perspective. I don't care. I'm taking it as a fuck you, fuck you. Because it ain't nothing coming. You can get on the internet and talk about your feelings so you blow in the face. Now, I understand if you have some mental illnesses, if you have some true anxiety as a male, I get you. With you 100%. But the other fucking 97% of y'all, fuck the feelings, bro. I'm doing the best I can to get these women to get off this stupid feeling shit that these motherfuckers have made up since advertising and marketing has been something. You don't look in history in any successful or dominant empire ever in history and see them bigging up feelings. Ever.
Not at
Not
all.
a one.
I mean, you can even look at older pictures of our ancestors. They didn't even smile in pictures. You know what I'm saying? Like it was not that type of society. And even now, like it's cool to, for the men to let out men really need to let all of that out, but you doing it on the internet. That's crazy for the world to see. Like that, we never did that. We never lived that type of life in for the world to see how vulnerable we are as the men. It's crazy. And no wonder why the woman is out here, doing and being the best that she can be, and not doing anything at all, but just like the best she can be as being in ratchet. But it's just crazy. It's the society, like the youth that's coming up now is, I feel like, like our generation really, like the baby boomers, they really fell in a lot. And a lot of us were just, really like children raising children.
Indeed. Yeah, that's the biggest problem right there.
A lot of us were latchkey children, a lot of us foster care children. A lot of us was, broken, single parent family, home children. Many of us that was the
Sibling
oldest, had
parents.
to, raise, your other younger siblings, and yeah,
Yeah, you had some people that were the middle child and had to be the oldest.
yeah,
And the youngest and had to be the oldest. You know what I'm saying? It's too much of that going on. Which I just try to blanket solve that with we uninitiated. There's no
right,
initiation system
right.
for private education. All we keep getting is public education, even in private school. It's
Mm-hmm.
something that the public has to approve, and we're not getting real shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's just that's the best I can do is make a statement, make a channel, getting things back to a world class level, and continue to push, and putting quality information in people's. But it's not sexy. I don't know what y'all. I don't know how to sell it to you because I don't know. I can't compete with television. I don't even know what they're doing no more because I ain't been watching it. But all I can do is tell you, yeah, you might want to look at Modern Money Mechanics if you're talking about money. Yeah, you might want to look up at etymology, parse, and syntax when it comes to speaking or contracts or anything. It's kind of important. Yeah, you might want to look at the fact that these chicks is killing 649 children a day. It's
Mm-hmm.
kind of important if you want to solve some problems. Yeah, you might want to look up trading. Yeah, you might like little shit. Might want to look up these things. These things are vitally important to some of the topics that you're having. You might want to look up the system that you have. You might want to look up what a marriage really is. You want to look up and study law, get some law dictionaries. Start there like everybody else does. You might want to do these things. You just might. It might help you out. You might want to stop eating meat a little bit. You might want to detox. You might want to drink water instead of soda and alcohol. You might want to stop smoking. You might want to stop watching TV.
People still drink soda?
Yes. Yes.
No.
They have a new soda coming out that replaced 7 Up. It's called Sparkles or some shit. Sparky. I don't know what the fuck it's called.
What?
Yeah, it's weird. I don't even understand it. I don't get it. People still drink that shit. Appreciate. She said, just simply Yanni says, big sis Noble. I got to catch up with you both soon. Sending you both love. Always, we had a text or anything away. Inbox, whatever. Hit me up.
Call me.
You got it. Reckless Ray De Niro says education is the responsibility of parents. That's a fact. And you know what, Ray? Fun fact: the word education comes from educate, which comes from a word educar. Educar means to draw out. To draw out, not put information into. So only
Mm-hmm.
person that can educate you is your family, because they're the only person that know where you come from, who knows what's in you. Your parents, your grandparents, your great grandparents, and of course your aunts, uncles, and stuff like that. They're the only person that can pull that out of you. They're the only people. So you can't really get educated from anybody but your parents and your family. Because you got education, you got enumeration, and you got edification. Those three things. That's what we're supposed to get. Education, enumeration, and edification. We just get the fake education. And because we continue to depend on the state. Dallas Lee said, I'm so glad I don't rely on my feelings or act on my emotions most of the time. And I understand that nobody's perfect. I don't expect nobody to be anywhere close to like me, which I'm not perfect with it either. The word feelings, the word feelings come from the root word feel. Feel means to touch. To touch doesn't mean something touching you. It means you touching something. That's what a feeling is. The other word is emotion. Emotion means a social moving. To agitate, to stir up, to remove. It does not mean love, happiness, and joy or pain. It don't mean that. You know what word means? Pain? Smart. That's why they said pain is the best teacher. Those series of words should prompt something in your mind. There's a lot going on that you don't understand. They're playing games with you. I've been through 6 different sales training. They all said verbatim the same thing. People make emotional decisions to make purchases, not logical ones. So that's why you have feelings and emotions into your day-to-day language, because you have to make day-to-day purchases.
That's the part. That's the marketing.
That's it.
That's the marketing scheme. That's the reason why we're mostly consumers, and then uneducated consumers at the same time.
Exactly.
Yes.
Uneducated. Dallas Z said the problem is these kids aren't being raised by parents, but by single mothers. That's again.
Bang, 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 bang.
The problem is these kids aren't being raised is right already. Just that part, they not being raised. That's already right. You know what I'm saying? I keep trying to emphasize to people that we are not raising children. We're raising parents. You judge a tree by the fruit it bears. And we're not raising them like they're going to be responsible for a generation we won't even see.
Responsible and accountable. Like that.
Indeed.
Accountability is just gone.
Because nobody adds up. The basement says, world class, I'm here to support you, not Lamar. Be easy, my guy. Shout out to Hank and the Chicago Teddies. He's a Chicago Bears fan, unfortunately.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's stressful. I know he's stressed out. What's that, Raise? Let me look that up. Raise or Raise? That's why I like Quantum. Quantum is awesome. So what does Raise mean? Raise means, wow, completely destroyed. Pull or knock down. To scratch, scrape, erase. Wow, that was good. That was a good word. I never even knew that word existed. See, that's why I be trying to get y'all to get into the website so y'all can teach me words I can't look up, because I don't be thinking about these words. I didn't know that words. I didn't know that was a real word ever in life. To just now. Appreciate you. You told me something today. This stuff, man. It just seems like, I don't know. I guess because I gotta remember that I'm pretty weird. So it don't take much to get me inspired or motivated. Like, I think that's one of the biggest difference between me and the average person is I don't need no other motivation. I've been clear on this channel what my motivation is. My motivation is somebody shot my brother in the back of his head. So that's my motivation. You know what I'm saying? And that's never going to change. And that shit pissed me off. And somebody got to pay, even if it's me. That's what I've said. So I'm naturally motivated. So when I find out some information, I'm already jumping on it because I got somewhere to be. You know what I mean? So if I get a little bit, like, I give stuff and I be like, damn, people ain't taking to it. Well, because they're not motivated like I am. And that's fine. It's fine. It's completely fine. But because my job is to make sure I did my job, is let people know, keep it pushing. That's it. I'll let you know what's going on the best way I know how to do it. Because, like I say all the time, I'm not a teacher. I can coach, but I'm more of a mentor. I'm going to take you to the field, put you in position, see what your thought process is, correct the thinking, and keep it pushing. I'm not a teacher. Kay, that's up here, she's a teacher. I know I'm not a teacher because I watch her teach, and I'm like, I'm nowhere go. I ain't nowhere as good as she is. Because y'all teachers, women and men that are teachers, y'all got a patience and a just a systematic way of thinking that I just don't have. Like, I just don't have it. I think if push come to shove, I could do it, but the way that y'all meticulously go through everything, I just don't have that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have, it's just beautiful to watch. You know what I'm saying?
And the patience comes with, it definitely comes with time, because, me 10 years ago, 10 years ago, all we was doing was just banging on everybody on the internet. So
Yeah.
seeing growth now, where I'm actually just like teaching, and I don't have to bang on you. I could just bang on you really with just the information. Um, just learning little skills like that, it'll take you a long way, especially when you know what you're talking about and you actually living it. Is different.
Mm.
I say now, like it's 20, the Gregorian calendar 2023 now, and most people still don't have a trust set up. They don't have their last will and testament set up. They don't have funeral arrangements. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
These are
Fucking
the
up.
things that you should have done early in life, and you
All
just
rip.
keep updating it on purpose. With a purpose, like, but it's like I was building with a brother. One of the elders is like in his 80s, and he's asking him, well, what are you gonna do when that time comes? I'm like, yo, y'all need to handle that right now. Nip that in the bud. Like, that's the reason for many of like family feuds, because the parents did not have these things set up for the children. So now everybody is beefing with everybody at the funeral, and nobody talks to anyone, 25, 30 years later,
Mm.
because, they didn't get their mother's, diamond set, and they didn't get their father's, uh, baseball card collection. It's crazy.
And you can have that conversation while they're here, if they,
Right.
they not incapacitated and stuff like that. As he said, I was just talking about this earlier. But it's something we got to talk about every day. Something we need to talk about every day, so we got this stuff going. While we work on crafts, while we work on our life's purpose. Solve problems over here, man. Like you keep hearing in this space, man. The other countries are not talking about if they women submitting. Other countries are talking about running $100 million a month to a church, or getting up 6 to 7 billion for a bridge, or a new skyscraper, or a business park. We asking the chick to submit. Y'all know you retarded if you talking about can we get black women, black females to submit? Nigga, they do anything that come on TV. They already submission. They already submissive. They do
Yeah.
anything that anybody says ever. Anything that come on TV, they doing it. They already submissive.
So
So let's move on.
forget even other countries. There's other societies
Here,
within the United States of America. They never have to tell their women, you need to submit to me. You don't see them even having conversations about their women not wanting to submit to them. Like, look at the Mormons. You ain't never seen no Mormons on social media talking about their women not
no
submitting,
more.
and they have multi-million. Everybody that's in that sect, they all very, from the time that they're born, they already get a trust fund set up, and the trust fund, the beneficiary is the church. Like, and they already got a business. They go to the bank every month, pull out a certain amount of funds that they all live on. Like, it's, yeah. When it comes to us, we can't even do that in our own homes. Like, infinite banking is like a concept that we just don't get, but we got infinite consumer spending.
That's it. That's it. Niggas majoring in the wrong direction. This is really talented at stuff that's not helpful. I don't know. I don't know. We just don't like shit that's right. That's the best I got. Just the niggas hate the shit that makes sense. You can get them. We can if I say let's go start up, have a little outing or have a little get together, and we can do coke. Niggas is gonna show up, but they will fight me to death about not calling themselves black.
Yeah,
Are
bring
you
your own
black or you
bag.
white skin? Or you'll bring your own bag and you'll a line of coke. But I can't get
Mhm.
you to. You'll pay for it, but I can't get you to trade a word for free. Fuck me. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, bro. I don't. I just. It's just that. It's stuff like that. Maybe just. You know what? You know what? Fuck these niggas. Let them die. Shout out to Dallas D for the $5 super chat. She said, "Imagine how eyebrows raising it would be if the melanated community all purchase a life insurance policy. Niggas could
Facts.
literally just that one thing, bro. This nigga's gonna die anyway. In
Yep.
5-10 years, could be like one of the two, especially at the rate in which we die. You could be one of the richest people on the planet. Well, we already are, but you could dramatically do one of those systematic wealth transfers. Niggas just get $100,000 life insurance. Get the term policy. I don't got no license, so like, they can't get me. Go get the term policy. Oh, I want it for my whole life. Whole life don't mean whole life. It means 99 years, and you only get. That's what it means, and it means, what is it? 55 cents is going to the savings that's actually a loan, and then 45 cents is going to the actual part of the life insurance policy, which is the term. So even your whole life got term, and the only part of the insurance is that's actually insurance is the term part, and the 55 cents is going to the savings, which you got to borrow, and if you don't pay it back, they deduct it from your face amount.
Yeah. Like I say all the time, if you're gonna get a whole life, get a mutual whole life. You can borrow immediately, and if you got a business, get you a key persons all day.
Yeah, definitely. Yes, get your key persons. Yeah, I used to call it essential. Oh, yeah, essential employee. Yeah, that's what they used to call it back then. Yep. So shit like that. Shit like that. Learning those little things. So I don't think y'all don't understand. I know a lot of shit. Y'all be talking about fucking shit. I just be on task. 'Cause I ain't trying to show I'm the smartest. Because if I honestly, I told somebody the other day. I think I told CJ. Shout out to CJ. I don't fucking think how I talk, and I don't be. If I was to talk about what's important to me, y'all would be lost. Because it would start. The conversation would start with maglev technology. I'm a Libra. I like technology. That's what I want to talk about. I don't want to talk about this stupid stuff. I really don't. I don't want to talk about this stuff. I want to talk about technology. We able to create technology based off magnetic or magnets, not magnets, but magnetic technology where we can have floating cities. I think it's very much possible. I think we need to recreate what Tesla built. That's what I'll be thinking about. I literally, honest to God, don't be thinking about nothing other than that. I be thinking about ridiculously high levels of tech and ways to refresh the water. The first thing we need to do is clean out the water. I don't understand how important the water is to the electrical system of this planet. That's the first thing that needs to happen. That will make the soil better. That will help magnetize all the minerals in the soil. That will also assist in being able to maintain energy using very little electricity, using the natural inertia of Earth to be able to produce free energy. My goal is always free energy. I don't care what you hear me talking about. Produce free energy so we can have a free society. Now, free don't mean nothing costs and we don't do no trade. That's what I be thinking about. My ultimate end all be all is free energy. That's gonna change everything. I don't want to talk about stuff y'all be talking about. That's what I want to talk about. But nobody's right there right now. Geothermal energy was estimated to produce, what is it? 24 zenojoules of energy. The entire planet, no, 24 zenojoules of energy an hour. The entire planet uses a half a xenojoule a year. I've been on free energy since I heard that shit. I don't care about nothing else in technology. That's all I give a fuck about. But when you're a leader, you have to do what's on task and talk and be at the level that you're supposed to be at. So if anybody got a problem with anything that I'm doing it because I have to, not because not because I want to. All I want to talk about is tech. It's like the third time I've ever said that shit out of my mouth.
You know, that free energy, they really started the program of taking that away in the Chicago's World Fair.
Mm-hmm.
That's when they started to tear it down, all of the free energy sites. But yeah, it's crazy when you even look at the weather now. You have more homes, more businesses with solar power and wind power, but you got the worst weather now. This you got to know when
What's up,
something is
Reese?
being done on purpose to destroy rather than, to help out. But yeah, the free energy, that's where it's at. That's is ultimately where to get back to.
Yep. Like I said, that's why the name I picked for this channel versus it just being me serves for a lot of things. And like we always say, sis, we got to rise where we fell. And I think right where we fell at is we was on this cusp. And that's why I think they were so afraid of Tesla and everybody else that was on it, because he wasn't the only one. And I gotta hold up before I'm gonna introduce Reese in a second. I gotta play the video on somebody's super chats. We got another one coming behind that.
We bar $20 to the mall.
So I definitely appreciate Dallas. And we got Hank, my guy. Appreciate it. He said, "Thanks for sharing the game. We all need to apply." I appreciate you, bro.
We bar $20 to the mall.
That shit really look like you said that shit though. Reese, what's up, bro?
What's up, yo?
I'm good, man. I appreciate you coming through.
Hey, real quick, I wanted to ask you if you ever heard of a man named Jacques Fresco.
I have. That name's familiar.
All right, so
yeah, I have.
Jacques Fresco is dead. I'm old and he was old when I was young. So he
Does that guy that made the electric car first?
Nah.
Not the electric car.
He did a lot more than that.
Okay.
He was a designer and an inventor, and he designed something called the Venus Project, right? The reason why I want you to go look at this when you get some free time. His name is Jacques Fresco. I think it's spelled Jaques, French guy. Fresco, Fresco, right? And his thing was called the Venus Project. He wanted to automate the entire world.
Yeah, I know him. Yes, I know him.
He was talking about this back in the 80s, I think, right?
Yeah, I know him. Yes.
This is before cell phones and shit. And all of these ideas that he had are like suddenly all over the earth, And he was talking about the magnets that you were talking about, because he said that if you strategically like place these on the sidewalks in the roads, there would be no accidents. First of all,
absolutely
zero.
Absolutely
no gas, none of that, no bills and none of that shit. A free society, man, where nobody was His philosophy was that if we didn't have to work and had all these religions and all this other dumb shit that divide us, that everybody's minds would go somewhere where the human mind has never gone before. We're stupid and we got cars that can fly. So imagine if we all get smart and come together, and let our minds develop the way they're supposed to instead of bombarding them with this bullshit. Because all this bullshit that we're letting in could have been occupied by something else. And there's no telling what we could have designed. When I say us, I'm talking about, everyone in the world, right?
Yeah.
So that was Jacques Fresco's dream. It's shameful that he died. Man, when he died, I felt the way I did when Biggie died. You know what I'm saying? Because I was a nerd growing up and always interested in stuff like that.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you for bringing him back. I watched a lot of his videos. Yeah. This was just so long ago.
That's for the chat too, though, man. I want everybody to go look at that dude, because somebody might pick up some of his ideas and go try to look at some different things. We
got a few books.
We get involved in lanes that don't really benefit us. You know what I mean? If we're competing, we have to hit tech, like you said. You know what I mean? And
that's
hard.
Yeah.
Like we can't just go in there and learn it. We have to be inventing and designing and discovering things that other people aren't. And it takes money and machinery and things you have to invest in instead of beauty salons and 26s. And
that's why I be saying the stuff that I'm saying, because I just be like, yo, we ever going to get to the thing that's important? We have to innovate and invent our way out of this. That's the only way to move society. There's no other way. I mean, we can get into the politics, we can get into the wars, we can get into the COINTELPROs, we can get into the spy shit, the royal shit. But at the end of the day, what moves the society is inventions and innovation. At the end of the day, that's it. When you go, that's the common denominator. I'm not the big history guy, but when I keep going through history, I'm like, damn, that's what moved it. The bow and arrow moved that. Railroads moved that. The internet moved this. It's clear as day. We got to innovate and invent.
Oil changed the game on the planet. Oil changed the way Earth operates.
Facts. The train is one of the most underrated inventions ever.
What? Shit, you can put a train through a mountain.
All the weight that it allows.
Yeah.
It's like it's slow. The train is slow. This train is moving so much weight, it doesn't make any sense. It's like people don't understand. If we can't get people to get basic stuff, to not be disrespectful to a person that may need to serve you or you may need to serve, like little basic shit like that. Maybe 2 weeks from now, this may be the person that need to hold the door open for you so you can get out the rain and keep your baby dry. Like you don't like, you know what I'm saying? Like we don't get stuff like that. And be honest and upfront. Like, yeah, you know what, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Yo, we got billions and billions of dollars tied up in our entertainment industry, just with our entertainers and athletes. If we took all the drug dealers' money and entertainers and athletes, we got fresh schools in every city and all the potholes filled and science labs and any type of machines that we need to do anything we want. The money is there. You know what I mean?
We got to get out the mindset. We got to get out of the mindset of going to school. You're already there. We have to get. I've said this before. We supposed to be homeschooled whether we go to private or public school anyway. We supposed to be homeschooling anyway. Every one of these households, since everybody want to be individuals, every one of these households, every one of these families, every one of these parents, we need to have our own curriculum. See, now I got a curriculum for my son, but it's more so when he's a little older. Because like I said, I'm not a teacher. So I got to initiate him a little older for the curriculum I have for my son. But I have a curriculum for my son. We all have to have a curriculum for our children. And we don't.
I don't think they get enough in the 12 years of school that they get. They don't. I think their minds can handle a whole lot more and some more sophisticated stuff. Let me tell you something, bro. When I was in school, now we're talking 70s now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there were a lot of different things going on. Number one, all the teachers in the building had the right to whoop your ass on site. So there was nobody was acting up or none of that. And you came out of there knowing how to build a house damn near. And all the women came out of there knowing how to cook and sew and all that shit. Mm-hmm. Anything that was necessary at that time. You know what I'm saying? Those things were taught in high school. It was crazy. You came out of there with a trade.
Yeah.
Now there's none of that. And they're like shoving kids out of high school. I don't know if it's pity or whatever, but you can't put stupid people in society. It's doomed for the future.
I mean, but they know that they can. I mean, that's the point. They can send stupid people out in society. It's just we keep thinking that they're not doing it on purpose. They are trying to kill everybody.
I don't know. Everybody goes through the Margaret Sanger's school system. You know, the Walter Plecker school system is designed, to make sure that you stay a consumer and nothing else. If you stay a consumer, then you're going to be at the whims of the healthcare system. You're going to be at the whims of the welfare system, which is really just modern day slavery.
School does have the basic, the basic things you need to govern yourself through society, but there's just a lot of too much bullshit mixed in. You know what I mean? Stuff that the history is watered down and it's so minute. Their minds could handle so much more, man. Yes. So much more sophisticated stuff. I know they can. I know some brilliant kids, man.
I'll show y'all what I be talking about with words. Make this bigger. I think I'll be playing. They'll sit on the internet. They'll sit in the C-SPAN show. I think it's still C-SPAN with government stuff be going on. And we're doing this for the American consumer. They're doing all this stuff for the consumer. Consumer. Early 15th century. Make it even bigger. So the replay could be lit. Consumer. Early 15th century. One who squanders or wastes. One who uses up goods or articles. One who destroys the exchangeable value of a commodity by using it. I didn't make this up. I didn't just type this.
Opposite of producer. I think that's the best part. Opposite of producer.
Opposite of producer. Exactly. I'm not making this up. And this is the etymology. If you look in the law dictionary, it's way worse.
I have been guilty of this.
Look at consume. 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 What they say that we do to food. Right? To destroy by separating into parts which cannot be reunited, as by burning or eating. Hence, destroy the substance of, annihilate. From Old French, consumer to consume. Directly from Latin, consumere, to use up, eat, waste. It's the word that we keep hearing, like it's okay. When I tell you that everything is a fuck you, they're saying fuck you to us.
This definition has a vegan philosophy hidden up in it.
Yes.
And it's correct. I'm vegan, but I do cook my vegetables sometimes. But I'm raw 80% of the day.
Shout out to the vegans.
Hey man, listen. I learned a couple things along the way, right? And I'm really observant, right? So I look at people that really excelled, even celebrities, right? Above and beyond, and you wonder how. So here's some people that are vegan that you might not know about. Let me think about this. I think Terrell Owens. I know for sure Arnold Schwarzenegger was vegan when he was competing. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard about that. I did hear about. Yeah, I did.
Pamela Anderson, I think.
Cindy
really? Crawford, and they say white women don't age gracefully. Cindy Crawford is in her 60s and looks like she's 35, and I think it's because she's vegan. I'm drawing blanks, but I'm vegan, right? I'm cammed up. I'm 53. I could have came in here and told you I was 35 when shit you could have did about it.
That's a fact.
This is my high school body. You see that hammer? I played ball with high school kids after work today for like an hour and a half.
Talk your shit.
The only reason I can do that is because I'm vegan. The only reason why Bernard Hopkins could box with 20-year-old champions when he was in his late 40s is because he's vegan. Me and him shop at the same store. It's the truth. Those are receipts. Fuck your feelings and what Big Mama told you.
There we go. Amen. Shout out to Lucky. Amen.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to tell people, man, but talking ain't, they don't do it. So I come out with the wife beater and let your wife stare at me and you keep catching her.
Hold on. We talking now.
Bang, bang, bang.
See if you take my advice now.
Bang, bang.
Dom the Monko. Dom the Monko.
Shit like that.
Find some motivation at some point, somewhere, for some reason. So man, it's a lot of things to get to, bro. And I'm the conversations that's been happening since COVID started to now, it's disheartening. Now, granted, coming from a research culture, hard research for years, I was well before the wave, the woke wave, into that part of life. Where, as Sis said it earlier, where it started with, trying to create educated consumers, right? We see what consumer means. Then you just get into the knowledge of what's going on with the stuff we put in our mouths. Man, one of the things that's most terrifying is learning advertisement and marketing and the wizardry and the amount of money that insurance companies and financial institutions spend on neuroscience. They spend so much money on neuroscience. It's scary. The only people I think spend more money or more resources on neuroscience than financial institutions, which is literally impossible, is probably the CIA. These two entities spend more energy on how the brain works than the neuroscience community. Y'all have no idea how much money insurance companies spend on your brain. I learned it in the industry. Nobody spends more money on research than insurance companies.
You're into that kind of stuff, huh?
It's scary. It's like, that's why insurance salesmen are the best salesmen on earth. They sell you something you will never use.
And you don't get it back.
And you get zero benefit from it.
You never crash your car, you don't get shit back.
That's what I'm fucking telling you. Yeah. Like when you saw that, you like, you know what the fuck? You know what? Yeah, that's it. That's why they the best. They all the information, the tonality, bro. I am so well equipped to negotiate with kings because I was around that industry and I was around those people. Because I know all the speech patterns, I know all the tonality, I know the word choices, I know the body posture, I know all the stuff that I don't use on y'all because it's cheating. Me against another person that's not trained equally, it's cheating. It's not even fair. Any bloody time I talk like this, it's pretty easy. And look, I use it anywhere, anytime I fucking want to. It's not hard at all. I can mimic just about any type of speech pattern. It's pretty easy. It's not hard at all. I got a ridiculous amount of voice talents
That's
and language arts.
because that's how Baltimore is taught. The Baltimoreans talk.
Do not do this to me, oh. I can do this. Oh wow. Do not do this. No, but I'm serious. Like it really did in real life. Let me realize, like, allow me to realize that there's a level that we about a century away from, but we got to continue to play with these people at that level, and we got to ramp our game up. And the only thing I could equate that to make it possible is like I've watched so many teams fuck around for 3 quarters, and then somehow the last 2 minutes of the game they win the game. We got to play like we in a 2-minute offense from here on out. We have to. Because if we don't, we're not going to be here 100 years from now. And luckily, a lot of us have found the information, and it just requires y'all to just listen and apply it on your own terms. You don't got to post it. You don't got to put it in the paper. Just get the information and apply it. That's why I'll never ask nobody nothing. I just put the information out. I don't even ask people in my circle no more. Did you use it? You either used it or you didn't. It's none of my business. I just know to do my job, get the information, look it up. And I swear on my life, y'all can't afford me. I'm gonna keep shit a bean. You can't fucking afford me. I don't even want you to think about it because I don't know how to give you one part of it. I'm gonna give you all of it. You can't afford me. There's nobody I help with law, and I'm not bragging. I'm not saying it's the right thing or not. There's nobody I help with their legal shit. There's nobody I help with their health. There's nobody I help with any type of initiated science. There's nobody, religion, etymology, parse, syntax. Nobody I help with their own family member. Nobody I help getting the feet or fucking the nigga up. There's nobody I've ever helped that I've charged anything for ever in my life. I never charged nobody for anything ever. I don't even bring it up. You can't afford me. All I ask you to do is use the information and help somebody else. Or save yourself. That's it. I'll work with a guy, my mentor, he was worth $1,200 an hour. I know how to calculate my value to the market in each area. You can't afford me. And most importantly, you can't afford not to listen to me because y'all don't have nothing else like me. Ain't another one of me coming because people with my skill set say, fuck y'all. Because every single solitary thing that I know, you know how many times these Illuminati people or these fucking Shriners approach me
all the time
and go, why the fuck are you helping them? Fuck them. They're not going to get it. Do you know what they express to me does not compare to what I watch? The people that attack me the most are the people that I help the most. These niggas reach out to me through email all the time. They shake my hand. They put my thumb on their thumb on the knuckle, and I give them the regular handshake and keep it pushing. I have no idea what you have access to.
So you know what kind of people hang out in these racket clubs and all this stuff, kind of
stuff.
So look, I'm a corporate bartender, right? And I bartended for every millionaire, billionaire, and politician in this state, and some of New Jersey too. And interesting thing, right? I bartended for a radiologist association, right? All of these graduates from like the same 4 years in a row, all those classes in a row, met up together and formed something and had an event. How many black radiologists do you think were there out of 300 people?
2.
No, there was about 7, and about 4 of them were some African.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them were women too. I was surprised. Young women, like
Wow.
under 40.
Wow.
Radiologists. I started talking to them, figured out, how long does it take to do this in school? What do you make when you get out? Phenomenal. I met a girl who went to college for 2 years to learn how to play the harp and nothing else. I thought, okay, wow. You did a lot of your time into that. It's just an instrument. What'd you get out of it? She said, well, I made $1,000 a night and only played for a half hour. And I got 2 gigs tomorrow.
Wow. Amen.
Threw the egg in my face, right?
Right.
Just 2 examples. Like, I got hundreds.
That's what's up.
We got to start moving differently and jumping in lanes that we ain't used to.
Saying.
And there's too many of us that aren't going to do that right now.
That's all I'm saying.
So the group is in trouble.
Yeah.
So anytime I'm giving someone any type of advice or motivation, I'm telling you to do it for yourself. Seriously.
Save your goddamns. That's all I ask. Just save you. Save you and the babies.
I hate to say that. You don't think that don't hurt me to say that? I wouldn't even have said that 30 years ago on the other earth that we had. You know what I'm saying? But things are different now. And look, we were put through a psychological test. The whole world was.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that's happened in the last 3 years, and I mean everything, has never happened before. Ever. I don't care what the history books say or none of it. There's nothing that's ever happened that affected the entire planet in one fucking day. Unless a meteor hit us or something. You see what I'm saying? That was a psychological test. All that shit was done on purpose. You know what I mean? To see how would we react.
And niggas definitely failed.
Fucking failed.
Niggas definitely failed.
We failed miserably. We in the tune of $200 billion, $20 billion in damage, and I don't know how many deaths. And come on, man.
Everything.
9/11 made everybody better, didn't it? Kind of.
You know what? That's a good comparison because you made everybody more patriotic. Kinder.
Since I've been alive, those have been the only 2 real world-changing events. You got the moon fires and OJ, but that was small.
Y2K was
colossal.
Y2K was kind of weird. It was just propaganda, but ain't nothing happened from it. It was just BS. Once it hit 2000, it was like all this shit for nothing. Y'all get we really went for that.
Yeah, when 2000 came and everybody woke up the next morning, I feel like my generation, because I'm not 40 yet, but my generation was like, oh, it's a wrap. We don't believe anything that these people say.
That's what I'm saying. That's what.
We out here on our own. We got to figure this thing out.
The conspiracy theorists back then. Look, the conspiracy theorists back then were really kooks. So they were. There's a song that Prince made way back in the fucking 80s talking about parties like it's 1999. They were trying to say
everybody was playing that song. I remember.
They were trying to say that Prince was giving us a message.
Yeah, nigga, pay me. I want to make money from music.
There was millions of niggas saying that shit. Oh my God.
You know how much money Prince made off of that song?
You just really thought the world was going to end. They kept saying it to us. Like, how?
They kept saying it to us, and
just because
didn't, we knew. Like, look, when I get older, I'm not listening to nothing that none of these people ever told me because it's not real. We have to figure it out on our own.
That's why I keep bringing it up. I think people underestimate the shift in us, because I was 15 at the time, and it's literally what Sister said. I don't believe y'all no more. I mean, y'all had it on TV. Mm-hmm. It was on
radio,
newspapers.
everywhere.
It was in comedy shits. I had to keep saying this, and there ain't nothing happen. Oh, fuck y'all. I don't believe nothing y'all say. I don't think Jesus is real now. I don't believe nothing. I don't believe nothing. I don't think we gotta go to school. Like, I really turned into a rebel, and I was in the high school too. I really turned into a rebel after that. Like, y'all niggas really gassed us up for shit that was bullshit. Then I think we had, like, in Baltimore, I think we had like a blizzard after that. I'm like, you didn't tell us this was coming. I gotta get out and shovel snow every day, and you ain't gonna tell me you knew about the Y2K, you knew about the blizzard. That's when we became rebels. That's when I became whatever pill. That was red pill then about the damn the news. So right. it wasn't hard for me to say fuck the damn news 7 years later. So it's a lot of shit, man. Pill. And I like to stay. I don't even deal with conspiracy theories no more because it's too much shit that we can. The cure for AIDS is U.S. patent number 5676977. Tetrasilver tetroxide silver 4 oxygen 4. It was patented in 1996. Now the number changed since then because it's been so long ago. So that means everything in your life is fake. That means everybody that has died since 1996 is a murder victim.
Wow.
Facts.
Watch this, world class. The cure for AIDS is a juicer, period. I ain't no scientist. Never went to college. I'm a dumb ex-con. I'm right, and all these motherfuckers are wrong. Period. Fuck.
Yeah, it's just, it's this.
I know people have done it. So,
it's multiple. I mean, it's that, but I'm giving you a U.S. patent number that the government had this entire time. We already know that the natural alkalinity will kill. They knew that before Dr. Sebi even came. They already know alkalinity.
Hell yeah.
Your battery, you get alkaline batteries because it gives you energy. They know alkalinity will kill all pathogens. They already know.
Alkalinity comes up everywhere, man. In your food, plants,
everywhere.
Like if the alkalinity's off in plants, they'll die.
Quantum says chaos is used to create ops for change. They needed a global domination plan to activate a new direction. Facts. This motherfucker. I was in a NICU with my son. They wanted to give my son something called a fortifier. I'm like, what the fuck is it going to fortify? I'm like, so they showed me a piece of paper. They showed the pH on the paper, Reese. It was a pH it was in big bold, like it was right. I took the paper, I slid it back to them. I said, yeah, we're not doing that. They said, what's the problem? I said, okay, man, let's do this. I said, what is the pH of the blood? Oh, 7.1. 7.1, for y'all that don't know, is alkaline. The blood is alkaline. It's 7.1 in the middle, right? They say neutral, but neutral is alkaline. I said, okay, if the pH of the blood is 7.1, why am I going to put a fortifier in his bloodstream when the pH of the fortifier is 3.5? Why would I do that?
That's going to make him acid.
Exactly. You know what else has a pH of 3.5? Garlic. It's a poison. If you cut garlic, if you cut garlic and cut somebody's skin, you'll kill them. They'll die. It's a poison. See, I'm not only a person that knows I know now. I know now. Can't play these dope fiend games with me. So if the fucking government, and that's why I can say it as boldly as I'm saying it, because it's a fucking U.S. patent. You know how I found the cure for AIDS? I was looking for the cure for cancer. And I found the cure for AIDS. Because my grandmother she used to pick us up, take us to Atlantic City in the summer, gamble the entire 3-4 days, not sleep, drive us back home, go to work, and then go to sleep. That's what she used to do. Puerto Rican and Italian. So I'm like, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you get cancer and then you die. No, my grandmother didn't die from cancer. She died from chemo. And that shit ain't sit right. So I go to look for that. The cure for cancer, find the cure for AIDS in the U.S. patent number. The motherfucker, what's his name? Robert Gallo. He the guy that created AIDS. And AIDS is just a designation and a term. It's not even a real thing. It's just a word. Like cure. You can't use the word cure because they patented it. This is shit you can find. That's why I don't even deal with the conspiracy no more, because there's too much fucking facts. It's too much shit.
Tell me if this has happened to you yet. Have you had a family member die because they didn't listen to you?
Not yet.
Oh.
Not yet.
That joint stings, dog. And mathematically, it's gonna happen. That's the downside of being vegan. You're gonna watch a lot of people you love get up out of here.
I watch them be sick. I watch them be sluggish. I watch them be angry. Like when you become, like I have to. First of all, I'm not even the type of person that really cares to talk or be seen or be heard. So I have to put an effort to talk anyway. Right. So a lot of the aggression you may see is just me being passionate about what I'm talking about. When you become vegan, your aggression level drops dramatically because I'm not taking in fucking blood every day. Like I'm so fucking calm and happy every day. It doesn't even make sense. I'm just like, I feel like the plants look like they just dancing all day. That's how I feel every day. I feel fucking awesome. It's like I'm swaying back and forth like a tree. I'm happy.
Listen, man, when you turn vegan, everything gets better. That the brain is
everything
excluded. You take in logical information better than you did before.
You less emotional, if that's even the thing. And the thing, oh my gosh, I watched this Hindu talk about clarity. Like he talked about clarity with so much passion, bro. You have, and I actually exist that way. You have so much clarity. You're so clear on what you want to do every day. And then you're so clear on what's happening in front of you. And you can actually choose to be attached or detached from what you just witnessed. And you still experience it like you witnessed it and not like it's happening at you. Even that shit happens even when something bad happened to you. I can decide for this to bother me, or I can decide for this not to bother me. You really got access to the controls in your brain on whether you'll be bothered or not, as if you're actually in control. But when you have meat in your body and blood in your body from a cow that ate other cows, from that both of them were shot up with hormones and couldn't run free,
electrocuted and dehorned and gutted
shot and attacked by a dog and all this other shit.
What's the word for slitting someone's throat? Is there a word for that? It has to be. What is it?
It probably is. I have no idea.
Watch Game of Thrones again. I mean,
shit.
Here's the deal, yo. So you're still fairly young, but you're in the last stage of manhood. So you're fully developed mentally and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you're going to get smarter, and what's going to happen is, the smarter you get, the more you're going to realize how stupid everyone else is.
Oh, yeah.
And this is going to be a loneliness. I don't know if this has got you yet, but that shit hurts every time you come out your front door because you know there's nothing you can do about it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So YouTube, you can't reach billions here that you need to reach, right?
Right.
And if you could, most of them wouldn't listen.
That's a fact.
So you're stuck where you are. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
You're a part of the smallest minority on earth.
Mm-hmm.
There are more midgets than there are world classes and Reese's. I'm a lonely man, dog. I have 0 friends. People don't get it. They don't get it.
That's not
Very
easy.
rarely do I run into someone who does, and they're often on their way somewhere else. So, you know what I mean?
I don't. You spoke. You said it all for me. I'll be trying to tell people like they don't. People of substance are rare now because everybody's busy being little.
A lot of the good ones were killed and died off too, man. A lot of people died that shouldn't have.
A lot of these smart people in 2023, and it's just smart people. It's not even affluent smart people. It's not even super successful smart people. A lot of just smart people are isolating themselves from everybody else because we're watching super stupid shit go down. And I've read books to know that something horrible is about to happen very, very badly, very, very quickly. Because people are too stupid.
Yeah.
Synthetic, artificial chaos and tragedies are happening because people just doing shit just to be doing shit. I thought they was trying to feel good, but they're literally doing anything. They doing stuff to hurt other people just to be hurt. Quantum
I went at somebody on the train this morning that was wearing a mask, this young white chick. I'm like, look, man, look how fucking crowded this train is. There wasn't no fucking pandemic. If there was a pandemic, you'd have a seat. You know what I mean? It was bullshit. Take the fucking mask off. She's trying to talk to me and shit. I can't understand shit she's saying. She sounds like Charlie Brown's teacher and shit.
I don't know what it is, but I've been seeing more masks lately.
What the fuck is that?
I have no idea.
The CDC said you could take your mask off.
They said it a year and a half ago. I don't even know what's going on no more.
They said COVID ain't even a threat last week. They about to hit us with the monkeypox shit anyway, man.
He's gonna just shoot us with death rays. Quantum says, I explained that as being split when you can view life from multiple perspectives at once, being conscious of it happening. One of the movies that's like that is Limitless. You just need to go watch that and kind of just use it for visualization purposes. I think what they're doing is, I think somebody in that production knows about what is called simulation. They call it, it's a pretty general term for it. It's what athletes do before they perform their thing, before they do whatever action they're doing. It's with ballet. You go through a mental simulation. It's like your brain is having a quasi self experience. And they also, Limitless, teach you about timelines, like different things and different places you can go and actually, like when you're thinking about it, you think about something real and you're using your life experience to simulate when you, like if you were to run, what it would look like if you ran. How would you feel? How would you be breathing? Like this is a whole science on simulation. So I think Limitless is great in that regard. It's a good movie to watch. and also Revolver. Just movies on thinking, on how to change your thinking. People don't want to read. Yeah, she said. Quantum says yes. Limitless represents that very well. I like that movie. It was a really good movie. I think I'm gonna watch it after I get off of here. Limitless was pretty good because it's a movie about if you got the drug NZT that you could have access to your whole brain. You always got access to your brain, but you're not using it at its full capacity because of you know the way we've been eating and the way we've been trained to think, and then how your neurological pathways develop or lack thereof. So it's a lot of things. That's why
said we'll never be able to do it unless we free it up, and that means we have to. Everything else has to go. Politics, religion, and all the other bullshit that we argue about. It all has to disappear. There's only one way that can be done.
Yeah, man.
Automate everything so that everyone has the resources that they need, and nobody has to go out and labor themselves to death. And these people gotta go.
I'm remembering. I think I seen him. I'm now remembering. I learned about the Venus Project around the same time I heard about Zeitgeist. That's how long he been talking about that. Like Zeitgeist.
Way before Zeitgeist.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I was. That's when I learned about it. When I learned about him, I had learned about Zeitgeist, and then I learned about him after that. So I remember the Venus Project. I think his stuff is a little extreme, but it don't bother me. It should be extreme. I think it makes sense for it to be extreme.
Take something extreme. Look,
I ain't got no argument with you.
We need something extreme, dog.
I think mine is extreme.
About that, look, I was mad at Gates for saying that 85% shit, but then I took a walk through North Philly and thought, let me shut up,
bro. I just said that in my last stream I had, bro. I think I said the same thing that fucking Illuminati was right. I was trying to prove them wrong. Them niggas is right. 85% of these niggas is just here to die. Yeah, I know. Hurt. Honestly, God, like I really was trying to prove. I had read. It was called the Illuminati Manifesto, and I read it, and I'm like, I can't even find it on the internet no more. I don't even know where it's at. And they were saying basically the same thing. It wasn't really super evil. It was just like a lot of these people are just here to be used.
That's the kind of things you're going to start thinking. The smarter you get, why do I have all this knowledge and all these people can't get it?
It's dumb.
You're going to be like, I'm alone. What the fuck?
But
hey, listen, man. Before I get out of here, right, real quick.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
I want you to study something, right? Because you like studying the mind and all that. Study the phonological loop. I want you to pull up a page so you don't forget. Right now, the phonological loop is spelled PH like phonograph. Phonological loop. And you can even have a little fun because I know how you think. You can have some fun with the etymology of that word. Just listen to it. Phono, logical, and loop. This is a part of your brain, and that's all I'm going to give you. And I ain't going to be selfish. That's for everybody. Everybody in the chat listening, everybody go look at it and read up on it. See what you come up with. And I'm going to get out of here, man.
Okay, appreciate you.
I'll be back, though. I'll come check you out again.
No problem, bro. Appreciate you coming through and to the channel. Sister. Thank you. Yeah, I like that. I'm checking it. I like stuff. I'm thinking, man. I love the challenge. So we can jump. He says photological loop. The photological loop comprises a photological store that is dedicated to working memory and serves to temporarily hold verbal information and articulatory loop through which inner speech is used to reactivate or refresh the representations in phonological store. So this sounds like neurolinguistics a little bit. Cognitive psychology of memory. Why don't I just bring it up? Makes sense to just bring it up as I'm reading it. I'm literally like he said, to look it up, but I literally always do this. Like when, like I'm not cabbed up, you can't see me, but most of the time, if something come up, I immediately research it, like right away. It's not even a break. I'm telling you, like all the time. It's just research habits. Because I don't put all that stress in my brain. All right, what's that? Is it the date? Is it the date? Or is that like an entry note? I don't know what the fuck it is. The photological loop model, advanced by Baddeley, 1986, consists of short-term store and subvocal rehearsal process. So it's like mantras. right? Or prayers, is the most influential current account of verbal short-term memory. Convergent evidence for the model is provided for a range of research traditions, including experimental cognitive psychology, development psychology, neuropsychology, and neuroimaging. A similar diverse range of findings indicates the photological loop plays a role in vocabulary acquisitions. Uh, Battley, Battley, 1993, 1998. I guess Gathercole, 2006. The successful implementation of the model in the form of Connectionist Network by Burgess and Hitch, 1991, 1992. How does it fucking look right at it instead of wrong shit? Is an important development that has stimulated completing compute. What? Oh, competition. Computational models of several recalls with distinct agriculture. The network model has also been further developed to stimulate learning of novel sequences by the photological loop, Burgess and Hitch, 1999. The availability of detailed models in short-term memory and the reciprocal stimulation of empirical findings and computational simulations, there we go, told you, is a sign of advanced theoretical development that is a large part due to the guiding influence of phonological loops concept in the field over many years. The role of working memory in language and communication disorders. Oh, okay. Working memory and speech production. Neurological. The neuropsychological findings favor the view of the phonological loop is not involved in the planning and production of spontaneous speech. Indeed, normal speech production has been reported by several patients with acquired STM deficiency. I don't know what STM stands for. What does STM stand for? Did they spit? Oh, short-term memory. Okay, short-term memory. Okay. Short-term memory. You just start abbreviating shit without explaining. So short-term memory deficits, for example, the patient JB described by Chalice and Butterworth. What the fuck? Is that a real name? 1997 had a severe deficient of verbal short-term memory, where her speech production abilities were normal. Her utterances were syntactically well-formed, of a normal phase length. See, the problem is I'm entirely too close to the screen. I need to fucking back up. All right. Her pause duration was in the normal range, and the content of her speech was reasonably informative. On the other hand, there exists some evidence issued from studies conducted in normal subjects suggesting that the central executive could be involved in constructing the conceptual content of speech. So damn, how many books do they have? Jesus Christ. They got 90, they got 93, 90, 93, 99, 92, 98, 2006. So they got different, Jesus Christ, different, like, I don't know. It doesn't even say it's a book. At the time, no neuropsychological data directly corroborated this hypothesis. However, Martin and Ramani, 1995, reported the case of a patient, Alan, who had a very specific deficit in short-term memory retention of semantic representation and who developed problems in producing and also in understanding speech. The patient's STM deficit affected only the retention of the meaning of individual words or lexical semantic representation. In other words, I was just about to figure it out. They explained it. He did have difficulty in keeping simultaneously in mind the meaning of several words, whereas he was able to hold verbal information and in photological form. His comprehension abilities were normal as long as he was able to integrate word meanings with each other as each word was perceived. However, he had particular difficulty in comprehension when he was forced to retain individual meanings in short-term memory. On the other hand, his speech production was very poor whenever he tried to reproduce more than single word utterances. For example, he was unable to produce an adjective noun phrase correctly, whereas uh, he was normal at naming individual objects. So adjective noun phrase correctly. It was argued that Allen's production deficit derived from an inability to retain several individual word meanings simultaneously while the photological representations for the words are accessed. Whether the retention of the word meanings depend on specific storage source or rather on the general purpose central executive system. So purpose executive. So what is that at? General purpose. I gotta Google that real quick. Let me see if they give you the area of the brain. Let me see. Let me go to Google. Why the fuck is Google so big? Jesus Christ. Stop. What the hell? Jesus. Okay, that's why it's so big. Let's just tone that down. Image. I think this is what Reese was talking about. If I'm not mistaken. Prefrontal cortex, central nervous. Okay, right here. So around here, and photo. So it's also some other people that came up with this concept. Phonological loop. It's here. So it's talking about this area in the brain, like right over the so-called reptilian brain. This way, all your sight and all that stuff happens back here. Decisions and shit happen up here. Okay, so that's cool. It nevertheless remains that the data suggested the existence of a relationship between short-term memory and speech production deficits. Wow. Okay, this was informative. I appreciate that. So shout out to Reese. Got a little nerdy. That's what we do around here. Quantum says a built-in temporary storage for verbal information on the loop. Yep. We know what I was thinking about as I was reading it? Music. Like how we get the hooks and stuff. She said, Quantum says, interesting, which would make sense as to how it associated with memories for recall purposes of the stored verbal information on the loop. Yeah. I wonder how. That's pretty interesting. So I think a lot of books that I've read include mantras like the power of your subconscious mind, reading a prayer. You have this even in you have this in religion for forever. Mantras, prayers, the Om and stuff like that. And reading of the Bible verses or the ayats in the Quran, etc. So but the aspect of speech and short-term memory is pretty awesome. No, not just the memory, the deficit, the short-term memory deficit. So that's something I'm looking into a little bit more. There's more nuance, but anything neuroscience or neural-related, we're gonna get into it. So I got a lot, like I said, to put together on that, very similar to what he was showing, and then one on mental models. And, yeah, I think slowly but surely we're getting there. I do not have any shades on, and this screen is extremely bright, so I have to fix that. All right, sis, you there? We about to shut her down, Hancock. We're about to shut her down, Hancock.
Yeah, I'm here just getting some work done.
I appreciate
listening to the build.
Yeah, I I was looking up the thing he was suggesting, the photological loop. It was pretty good. It was good
I
to
put
find
that
out.
link in the back chat as well.
Yep, I got it. I had posted, I think, right before the Venus Project. Yeah, I learned about this. Yeah, I think I learned about this not too long after I seen the movie Zeitgeist. So, like I said, it's pretty extreme. I don't. When I first heard it, I didn't. I wasn't. I don't think I was mature enough. But I'm gonna look at it again, and I like a lot of his concepts because I was literally just talking about that. That's what reminded Reese to tell me. That's what I be thinking about. I just think I get the understanding. I understand our history with trade. I understand the purpose of money and stuff like that. And I don't think money's going to be done away with. But when I say free society, I just think a world with debt is just not making sense. We're just perpetuating hyper incompetence.
And that's what the whole, creating a slave race was all about.
Right.
It was to create, generations of
Yes.
debt slaves.
Hmm.
And, like some will say, some divine intervention came in and knocked us back down to remind us, like, well, there is universal laws. What you give out is what you'll receive. And we, we definitely received it. And we live in it today, looking at it. And as we're slowly coming out of it, because that's really what the whole, shutdown was for, to be able to get those last couple of patent slaves that's going to be indebted for life, generation after generation. Um, yeah, many of us, we did fail, but then there was those of us that was just like, nah, I'm just gonna sit this one out, and I'm gonna observe and watch from the sidelines, and just see what's gonna happen, because a lot of us really was prepared. And when I say prepared, we was prepared mentally, emotionally, and physically, to really watch this thing out. Yeah. It's funny as you saying how the brother was saying that there was people, to even still to this day, walking around with a mask on. There's people still to this day that I see out in public and they still got a mask on. And I'm like, fam, I was telling you when they first told you that you had to put on a mask, that was public policy. That is not law. You don't have to
Right.
wear a mask, but you chose to do that. And here it is, 3 years later, even during the coronation of your boy Charles, they put on the ticker on the screen that COVID-19 was a wrap. It was over with, and they did it when most of us aren't looking, like they always do. But then
Hmm.
there's those of us that's clear and aware, not woke, but clear and aware that there's always something else that's going on in the background, and you need to stay abreast. So a lot of us caught it, and New York, they got a law out in the city that you can't even wear a mask. Like, you're gonna get
Wow.
locked up if you got a mask on.
Wow. Ain't that something?
Oh yeah,
Are you serious?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's crazy.
Because everybody with masks, if you still got a mask on now today, you just committing a lot of crimes.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't even really get down with Mayor Adams like that much, but I mean, when he came out with that policy, I think that was a good public policy for the people, to get people stop wearing these masks. Um, but yeah, shout out to everybody that made their money with the mask game. Like we made a lot of bread off of masks, hand
Yeah.
sanitizer. Me and my husband, we started our own toilet paper manufacturing company, right? Because
Hmm.
we seen how people were just going crazy, basically wanting to kill each other over toilet paper.
Yes. Toilet paper is essential
It should, it is. It's very much essential.
because shit happens
Man, every day.
all the time. All right, let's get up out of here. Appreciate everybody for coming through. Um, And just wanted to do a quick check in. You know, I ain't been dropping content. You know, I ain't allowed to do that. Yeah, we should be live this weekend, and kind of it's gonna be in the same vein of these things that I was talking about today. Much more structured. Things like I kind of had in mind the first month that I was doing videos, but just didn't get to it. But we will now. Can't wait to do it. It's gonna be fun. Share it with people stuff that think you want to know. It's gonna help you out. Do the best we can. They say we don't. This world don't come here with a manual. Well, go get a library. I think we can get a manual by putting together the library. Like my mentor told me, we reach our goals by standing on the books we read. So,
And applying it.
indeed. So yeah, you can definitely, if you got anything you wanna say and share your channel, you can always drop your channel in the link.
Wait, just check me out at Moving Without Motion. I basically put most information in there about more science. I'm going to be coming out with a couple other things, more so on the different consumer tips that you can do as a consumer to protect yourself. If you're going to be out here in these consumer streets, the thing about the game is that it comes with education that a lot of us are just coming out here head first without any of the instructions. But yeah, if you got any child support issues, any court issues, get at me. Miguel, put the link in the in the chat. Yeah, put the link in the chat. Get at me and see what we can do to assist you.
Yeah, I'm already on it. Done. Hold up, let me put it up. Yeah, so please subscribe to Moving Without Motions. As you heard her, the people that claim, "Oh, what does you're supposed to do this." I don't know how many times she's been up here and told you if you have child support problems, holla at her. Subscribe to her channel. Where's your link? Your what you want to put the email to?
Oh yeah, I'll put the website in there too.
Yeah, put that in
Yeah,
there.
set up a free consultation. You get a 20-minute free consultation, and we'll see what we can do. But yeah, child support, it's a wrap. Like I said before, we got cases now where you're putting in the paperwork and they don't even want to see you. They're like, get out of here. Anybody possession. I got a case now with federal PPP, wire fraud, money laundering, and wrapping that case up out of here. It's all about having that education and knowing what you're doing. Even though a lot of times we get out here and somebody says, okay, yeah, you could do this, you can do that, but in the back end, you're hit with it, and nobody that was there that was telling you and coaching you and assisting you on how to do what you got yourself into. I'm that one that can get you and assist you and help you get out of it. You're gonna have to pay because yesterday's price is not today's price.
Amen.
But yeah, we haven't lost one yet, so let's get it.
You are watching a master at work.
Hey man, look. You know what I say? It ain't but two classes on this planet. Never been through. You a world class or you outclass. And the question is not which class you want to live in. The question is which class are the ones coming behind you deserve for you to die. And on your feet, on your knees. Respect the craft. No.